So my name's Cameron Lackpour. I'm here to talk to the older brother I never had, Glenn Schwartzberg. Glenn, how are you enjoying the conference?
You know, it's a great conference. The problem that I have with it are there's so many sessions that I want to go to that happen at the same time. I can't, so there's just so much content, it's amazing.
Yeah, I'm going to look into cloning. I've talked about it before, but now I'm going to hire an evil German scientist to do this for me. There'll be like 20 of us running around, all geeky, going to different sessions. At the end, all of my clones and I will come together as one.
Well, that would work. For you, what was your best session?
Oh, wow, my best session. I'd have to say not getting booed out of the sessions that I presented. That was my best experience thus far.
You never get booed.
I never get booed. Oh, sometimes you have to wonder. Probably the most interesting session I've been to thus far was the Matt Malella SmartView Futures presentation. That was really interesting. I've used the classic add-in in Essbase since, I don't know, 1994. I am just about made the move completely to SmartView. He showed some pretty interesting stuff. But I have a question for you, Glenn. You're a very busy man. You've done a lot of stuff at the conference. You're heading the EPM Beginners track, which I was happy to present for. How many sessions have you personally presented this week?
So far, or by the time I get done?
Both.
Okay, well, so far I've presented 5 sessions, but it wasn't intended to be so. There were a couple of sessions where we had speakers drop out at the last minute, and I filled in at the last minute, so we didn't lose any content for our attendees. By the end of the conference, I'll have done 8 sessions plus hosted Midnight Madness.
And are you including your panels when you talk about your 8 sessions?
I am including the panels only because even though it's a group participation, it takes a lot of effort and mental acuity to try and figure out how to best answer what the people are asking.
Yep. So I mean, the reason I bring this up is, one, I'm impressed, and I really am, but 2, what I think you get at Kscope that maybe you don't see at other conferences is normal-ish human beings really making a tremendous effort to give back to the community. I don't see that at other conferences. I don't even hear about it at other conferences. I don't know how you do it. I mean, that's one thing, but you know, we really appreciate it. You're a very special guy, and you bring a unique perspective and insight into problems, and we're all richer for it.
Thank you. I mean, the reason I do it is when I got started, I used to go out to, well, before there were blogs, but news groups and the like, and I would get help from other people trying to figure out what I was doing. And I felt, you know, that I got so much help along the way, I really do need to give back. But, you know, what about you? I mean, you've done how many presentations this week?
I've done 4 so far.
Okay. And you put all of those together while editing and putting together a brand new book.
Yes.
How did the book go?
So the book, which is Developing Essbase Applications, we have a booth here this year. We sold out. We brought up, I actually personally bought 100 copies of that book to sell. We sold out 11:15 a.m. yesterday. We really could have bought 200 books, which would have been kind of exciting actually from a credit card perspective. But anyway, we've completely broken even on that. And the goal was to get the book out to people and to get the news out of it. I'll say this for the publisher that I work with, Taylor and Francis. This book was going to be published in September. That was their publication date. They viewed Oracle Open World as the audience for developing Essbase apps. And I said, nope, the place that the target audience for us are the people that come to Kscope. And we were right. I mean, we could have sold twice as much as we've had.
I mean, that's a tremendous response, but it really is the first book that is not a beginner's book. And so I think that you hit a great target audience. So next year, Kscope is in New Orleans. Are you planning on presenting?
If I'm insane, yeah. yeah, so I'm insane because I tend to slightly overextend myself at these conferences. I've been tired since Saturday, which is bad because Saturday wasn't even really the beginning of the conference, Sunday was. Yeah, I am. I'm going to try to do some true cross-track stuff. I'm going to talk to on Thursday afternoon a guy named Kent Graziano. So Kent, now you're on the hook. You have to do it with me. He does real, I did a session on data quality, but that's sort of baby S-based data quality. He does real data quality back to real source systems.
Wait a second. S-base isn't real?
From a data manipulation perspective, we're always the consumers, right? We do some sort of transformations, we get to an end state, now it goes into an analysis cube or a budgeting cube or whatever. He works, as far as I can tell, at the real low level, this is the transactional level stuff, data before it flows into a warehouse, before it flows into some sort of reporting cube. I think that's going to be compelling. I think the products are changing, and they're always changing, but I think they're definitely moving that direction. We don't have a lot of sessions that look like that, and I'm hoping that we can pull it off.
Sounds interesting.
I think it will be.
And I think that next year's conference will be bigger and better than this year, although I don't know how it can get bigger. Or not bigger, but how it can get better.
Yeah, I'm working on my cloning. That's it. I need to be in like 8 places at once next year instead of 4. Well, so thank you, Glenn.
Thank you.
Older brother that I never had.
Younger brother that I never wanted.
Yeah, well, this is like the story of our relationship since basically day one. So thank you for participating, and I'll see you next year.
I'll see you before then.
Yeah, probably. That's true.